What's going down, fight fans? This is Spaniard, NW Fight Scene. I'm sitting here with the people's champ, Chael Sonnen, the man that needs no introduction. We are sitting here at his shop, the new place in West Linn, to get pizza, Mean Streets Pizza. You guys probably don't know, but you're about to know. Chael, let's talk about the pizza shop, man. What got you in this? What got you the idea to do this? And talk about slinging dough.
It's not exactly the most brilliant idea in the world. Pizza's been around for a while, but this is a restaurant that was in my community, and I was in Chicago getting ready to compete with Michael Bisping. I got a call from my partner Linn. He said, "Listen, this opportunity came up, and we can go in there and buy it and take it over." And so it was a restaurant before, had some of the equipment. We came in and got it back open.
Now, we talked a little bit earlier, and you said that you kind of thought that doing the pizza thing and this already being a pizza shop before this would be easy, no problems, and that kind of turned out to not be the case. Talk about how hard it was to get this thing off the ground.
I've only ever been on this side of the counter. You know, I've never been on the back. I've only been a customer. Shows up at a pizza shop, puts his money down, and eats a piece of pizza. So yeah, trying to get it figured out and sorted out was a little more complicated than we had thought, but it was a lot of fun. Every day you show up for work, you learn something new, usually multiple things. And it worked out. It was a lot of work.
Now, what's your favorite slice of pizza in here?
Oh, it's got to be the Barrington Heights. It's a steak and potato pizza, heavy on the garlic, very good.
They put steak and potatoes on pizza?
Right on a pizza. Yeah, it's good. It's really good, surprisingly. But yeah, we had a cook, a military guy, came from the army. So you got to try this. We made it. Wow, that's good. We put it on the menu.
Awesome, man. All right, let's get into something else. The FCFF. This is something that's on everybody's mind right now. The Throwdown at Thurston. Unfortunately, this was canceled by Springfield. This was a benefit for the wrestling program. I know this has to be dear to you. It's dear to everybody in the MMA community right now. This got canceled. Talk about your thoughts on that and possibly what might be happening to switch the venue.
Well, we canceled it completely. We're not looking to switch the venue. We'll go back to the Roseland on May 19th, which is an event that's already scheduled. But you know, as far as Thurston went, look, we got asked to come in to help with the fundraiser, and we went. We went to help. It was a lot of work and a lot of expense. But again, it was done for the right reasons and to help the community and the wrestling program. My partner Kevin and I are wrestlers from the University of Oregon, so that's kind of near and dear to us. We went down to help, and they got some pushback from the community, and they decided they didn't want to do it. And you know, they were gearing up for a lawsuit. We have a contract with them, and we just called the superintendent and said, "Listen, we're not in this for the business side of it. We're certainly not here to sue anybody. We're here to help, and if you don't want our help, that's no problem too."
So basically, shut down, nothing. That will basically move on to 19th, and that's kind of unfortunate for the community. But hey, what are you going to do, right? Can't push on it when the community doesn't want it.
Yeah, well, the community certainly does want it. I mean, let's be clear. There was two people, and they rattled them, and the side that have the advantage much stronger than the other side. But it's not a debate I'm going to get into it. If they don't want it, we're not going to come. It's that simple.
Do you feel that there will be another event in that field in the future?
You know, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of schools that are getting involved now. We're talking with Coach Haig at Crater High School. Coach Dixon, we're going to throw an event in Tillamook. It won't be at the high school, but it will be for the high school. And you know, if these wrestling programs keep asking us to come help, we're going to do it. Because we can and we care and we want to. But that's not our business. Our business takes place in Portland at the Roseland Theater. But again, if there's something we can do to help, we're going to do it.
Now, talk about a business that is booming in the Roseland Theater, the FCFF. You guys won Best Amateur Show 2 years in a row, the 2011 Mixed Martial Arts Awards by Northwest Fight Scene. Talk about the FCFF and you guys winning that award and how you feel about winning that award 2 years in a row.
Well, you know, the FCFF is really quite an accomplishment. I'm very proud of it. There's only 2 fight shows on the planet, on Earth, that can date themselves back 11 years. The UFC and us. No one else exists that existed in 2000. It's a tough business. You have to know what you're doing. And so many people getting it and they don't. You know, it's like anything else. You got to really understand what you're doing. And we got the laws changed, and we got the sport regulated in the state, and you know, those are major milestones for the industry. So aside what we were able to do, it's a lot more of what we can give back, what we can put in place for the next generation. So we're very proud of that. As far as the award goes, it's a tremendous honor. It's Northwest Fight Scene is the only reputable organization that gives awards for this industry in this area. So anytime you can get nominated for one, it's a tremendous compliment. And to win one is, it's the ultimate pat on the back. It's the Oscars for our business.
Well, thank you for that, and let's get right into the fight. This is what everybody's talking about. The rematch, number 2, June 23rd, Brazil. Talking about setting record attendance for the UFC. You and Anderson. Training. We also know, you don't roast marshmallows, but let's talk about, who you're training with, who you possibly could be bringing in. Talk about your training and what you're getting ready to prepare for Anderson.
Well, I've got a great base right here. This is where I started, and I've never left. I'm here at Team Quest and right here in Oregon, and I got a number of good partners. I got great coaches. I work with Tommy Leesman every day. Yushin Okami comes in and out. I don't know if we'll see him for this particular training cycle. Chris Camozzi is going to come out. He's a UFC guy in my own weight class, tall guy, about 6'2", 6'3". Vinny's coming out, world champion, best jiu-jitsu guy out there right now. In fact, he's the reigning Abu Dhabi champion. Neil Melanson will be coming out. And, I talked with Jake Shields. I think he'll be coming, but we haven't locked down times. Talked a little with Brandon Vera. So I've got my guys lined up, but it's just a lot of hard work. Aside from who's coming in, it's just a lot of hard work. I was headed out to San Diego on Sunday, 6 days ago, to train with Saulo Ribeiro, who is a legend. I don't know if that name rings a bell to you, but he's at least a 3-time Abu Dhabi champion. He might have won 4 of them. He is amazing. And he actually ended up having a family emergency, and he had to fly to Brazil. So if I could slip in a week with him somewhere, that would be great.
Now, the fight in Brazil is going to set record numbers. And this has got to be a huge thing in your mind. A big, huge fight. You're a man who likes big fights and being their main event. Has Dana talked to you possibly about the win and, possibly safety? I mean, obviously, I've seen a lot of soccer matches where, fans go crazy, something happens. I mean, are you possibly at all worried about safety and how you get out of there afterwards?
It's not really on my mind, but it's a real thing. I've got a number of threats that are extremely legitimate. Those aren't really thoughts on my mind. I'm from the mean streets of Westland, Oregon, as you can see. And, if they think they're going to bring something that's going to intimidate me, I'm not Vitor Belfort. You don't throw on a Phantom of the Opera mask and have me wet my pants, So they can do whatever they want, but I'm going to stomp the toughest guy in their country in front of all of them. And if one of those idiots who admittedly is not as tough as him wants to get in my crosshairs, I'll leave him laying there right next to him.
All right, Chael. Well, I'm telling you, that's what we want to see, and that's what us in the Northwest, we want to see you back safely. So, and we want to come here and have a pizza party here at Mean Streets with you.
That sounds like a deal.
All right, man. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to NW Fight Scene. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to or thanks?
No, nobody.
Nobody. All right. Well, we appreciate it. The people's champ here, the going to be middleweight champ in Brazil, stomping some people down. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to NW Fight Scene. Chael Sonnen, Spaniard, NWFightScene.com. Make sure you come in here and get a slice of pizza at Mean Streets in West Linn. Thank you.